Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today we are going to do a quick tutorial in this feature I love called split feature in SPSS. Now you can do this maneuver in other software programs. I'm just choosing to do it here. So what you have here, let's go over the file first. You have the ID variable, you have 10 subjects. They're split by group, so you have some in one group, some in the other group, right? Let me fix something. I don't like what I see. I don't like this thing. I hate when it does this. Like if it's not necessary, keep the decimals. Okay. And then you have this measure. So each person has a measure. Person number 1, group 1 has 20, right? So suppose I want to know the descriptive statistics. Okay, the mean, for example. Say I want to know the mean. I could do a couple of things in here. I could do descriptives, measure. Measure is the variable name. It's not, you're not going to see measure in every single instance, okay? And then here we have the mean, right? But what if I want the mean by group? So what I would do is, give me a second. I would go to Data, Split File, Compare Groups, to compare groups, right? Group is the variable. Say, okay, now at this point, nothing, you won't see anything happening. It's just, you're telling SPSS to split the group. And then, say you want to do the descriptives again, hit OK. And see, now what it did is it divided the groups. So you have 31 for group 1 and 27.75 for group 2. So this is a quick tutorial on using that split function. I really like it actually because, sometimes you want to run statistics by group. You know what I mean? Like, I believe you could do a univariate with this. Let's see. It's technically a univariate, but let's see if I could do something with this. Let's restructure the file so we could see what I'm talking about. So say I'm going to restructure this. So this is measure, and then the second one is measure 2. Measure 2. Oopsie. All right. So I'm making 2 time points. So here's 1 and here's 2. So I'm just going to put some fake data in here. I'm not that imaginative. I'm just not. Let's put some numbers in here. I'm doing this in the dark, unfortunately, because, well, I don't feel like turning the light on. I just don't. Not this early. It's 5 a.m. on the East Coast. So, suppose I wanted to do a parity test. I'm going to go to Analyze. Ooh, we split the data, didn't we? Let's unsplit that for a second. Split file. And we're going to analyze all cases. Okay, sometimes we want to see if there's a difference by a variable. So, is there a significant difference between group 1 and group 2, you really can't do it that way. You can say, let me look for significance in group 1 and then look for significance in group 2 separately, right? That you can do. So let's see. Did I split the file? So typically if you're ignoring group 1 and group 2, and you just want to see, is there a difference between measure 1 and measure 2? Okay, and it'll give you a pair t-test. A pair t-test is basically you're looking to see if there is a difference, overall difference between the first and second time point, or 2 time points, 2 periods. Okay, so this is the type of output that you would get. Now, what if I wanted to see if group 1 shows significance compared to group 2, but it's a comparison. You be very careful how you interpret this, what we're about to do. So we're going to say group for the split file function, and then what did I say I was doing with you guys? Okay, pair t-test again. Hit OK. Now, what this has done is it's done a pair t-test for each group. Again, you cannot compare the differences in the first analysis with group 1 to group 2 directly, because a pair t-test is not structured that way. It's structured to look at 2 periods, okay, with respect to the dependent variable. It's not structured to compare 2 groups to each other. So keep that in mind. And so here we have this. We have 2, and we can look at your results and say, for this particular data, I made the data up. There's no difference for group 1. You've got a p-value that's greater than 0.05, and group 2, same thing. P-value is greater than 0.05. So this was a quick tutorial. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Have a good day.